Okay. Hello everybody.
Hello.
We're back with more Mass Effect since it's Monday. Let me swap over the thing. Turn back on the Mass Effect sound.
And Mass Effect stream on Discord so I can see with my big
Yes.
old peeper.
Yes. Hi Ninja, how you doing? Stream.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yay!
Let me get my controller.
And while she's grabbing her controller, I'd like to wish everyone a happy Transvisibility Day.
Yes. It's always Transvisibility Day here.
It's always Transvisibility Day as long as I wave my little flaggy flag.
Yeah. I wonder if there's a like, if we did Helldivers, I wonder if there's like a mod to turn the Super Earth flag into a trans flag.
Oh God. Maybe.
Then you can wave the big flag.
The big flaggy flag. For democracy and also trans people.
For equality. Okay, so I'm gonna go around and just talk to the various characters for a little bit, because I know there's like secret quests and stuff that you only get if you talk to them enough. Also, look outside.
Wow, that's face.
You know what I kind of noticed looking outside?
What is that?
That's a matte. Oh, that's like a painting, basically.
I mean, yeah, that's how skyboxes usually are.
Yeah, because it doesn't look like it goes very far beyond the window.
Uh-huh. Skybox.
That's pretty neat. Hello, Joker.
Commander, something you need?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
Hi.
She's the best ship in
Hi,
the fleet,
Tourmaline. How you doing?
if you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky
Yeah?
for you, I'm anything but average.
Yeah, Ninja. I don't think I ever got, since I never got to play the third game, I never got to play the multiplayer.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight
Chris,
school,
we get
I
it.
earned that. All those commendations in my file, I
Hello,
earned every single one.
Tourmaline
Those weren't given
Lean.
to me as charity for my disease.
Your disease?
Oh.
Suddenly getting choked. Oh, I'm choked up a little bit. I don't know why.
I'm sorry, Joker. I didn't even know
Well,
you were
clearly it's because of the
You mean-
disease.
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Froelich syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic, but I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
So yeah, he's got brittle bones.
Why does everyone call
Okay.
you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
I was just thinking how much you remind me of Santa Claus.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy, even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
I need to know more about this Vrolik syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures. Hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
You're not gonna break a bone trying to fly the ship, are you?
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you want, Commander.
Okay. Anyway, bye, Joker.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
Joker is a great character, and everybody loves Joker. He's a in pretty much in most of the games, as far as I know.
Does that mean he's gonna die?
No, the fourth game didn't have any of the characters from these games. Because it was like
I
it
just
was a different
I just get
thing.
worried now whenever you say, "Oh, he's a great character. He's
Nah.
a great character."
As far as I know, man,
Normandy
oh,
is a
like he sticks
prototype
around for
starship
all
developed
3
by the Human
games. So,
Systems Alliance with the assistance of
Okay.
the Citadel Council.
of course, I've
It is
not played the
optimized
third
for
game, so I don't
scouting and
know.
reconnaissance missions in unstable regions using state-of-the-art stealth technology.
Now, I did tell you, everyone can
Most
die in
ships,
the second
heat
game.
generated through standard operations is easily detectable against the absolute zero background of space.
So it entirely
Normandy,
depends on our
however, is
choices.
able to temporarily sink this heat within the hull. Combined with refrigeration of the exterior hull, the ship can travel undetected for hours or drift passively for days of covert observation. This is not without risk. The stored heat must eventually be radiated, or it will build to levels capable of cooking the crew alive. Another component of the stealth system is the Normandy's revolutionary Tantalus drive, a Mass Effect core twice the standard size. The Tantalus drive generates mass concentrations that the Normandy falls into, allowing it to move without the use of heat-emitting thrusters.
Huh. So yeah, that's how the stealth system works. Is they shut down like the exhaust and stuff like that going out of the ship, so like the inside becomes hotter over time. You just can't do it forever though.
Yeah.
Here's your reading.
All right, the FTL drive appearance. New space travelers ask, what does it look like outside a ship moving at faster than light speed? Part of the answer can be seen in the simple pane of glass. Light travels slower through glass than it does through open air. Light also moves slower in conventional space than it does in a high-speed Mass Effect field. This causes refraction. Any light entering at an angle is bent and separated into a spectrum. Objects outside the ship will appear refracted. The greater the difference between the objective exterior and the subjective interior speeds of light, the greater the refraction. As the subjective speed of light is raised within the field, objects outside will appear to redshift, eventually becoming visible only to radio telescope antennae. High-energy electromagnetic sources normally hidden to the eye become visible in the high blue spectrum. As the speed of light continues to be raised, X-ray, gamma ray, and eventually cosmic ray sources become visible. Why aren't you scrolling? Stars will be replaced by pulsars, the accretion disks of black holes, quasars, and gamma ray bursts. To an outside observer, a ship within a Mass Effect drive envelope appears blue shifted. If within a field that allows travel at twice the speed of light, any radiation it emits has twice the energy as normal. If the ship is in a field of about 200 times light speed, it radiates visible light as X-rays and gamma rays, and the infrared heat from the hull is blue shifted up into the visible spectrum or higher. Ships moving at FTL are visible at great distances, though their signatures will only propagate at the speed of light.
Yeah.
Ugh.
A lot of science.
A lot of science jargon. Jargon for jargon.
Yeah. Okay, anyone in here? No. So, we're probably gonna go down to the bottom of the ship after I talk to Caden. His name was Caden. Yeah, Caden Malenko. Yeah. I keep forgetting. See, I don't particularly go with Caden much. But anyway. Hello, Caden. Crazy eyes coming your way.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at.
Why is it suddenly a little quiet?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
Okay, so he's got nothing
What's
to
your
say.
opinion on the last mission?
I don't see.
Yeah,
how
Caden
we
is a bit
can
boring.
better, at least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
I don't think Caden or Ashley have much to say until Sleeper Pod. More reading.
Great. Already off to a great start. Starships, crew considerations. Cabins give each individual 10 cubic meters of space. On larger vessels, private rooms are common. As ships get smaller, the number of crew packed into a single wardroom increases. Asari prefers shared spaces even on large vessels, while Krogan territorial instincts make it impossible for them to cohabitate even on the smallest ships. On smaller vessels, hot bunking is the norm. Crew members assigned to different watches share the same bunk. When one gets off duty, he wakes up the person in the bunk. While that crewman is on duty, the first gets his rack time. Spacecraft compartments can be isolated by airtight doors in case of decompression. The cinematic vision of explosive decompression is friction. Hold compartments either take enough damage that occupants are killed instantly, or leak slowly enough that they are able to reach protective gear. Why aren't you scrolling?
I'm trying to. It's just not. Oh, this one's.
Yeah, exactly. We got more.
Yeah.
Compartments are equipped with emergency life support apparatus, fireproof plastic bubbles with air bottles, small when stowed. Elsa comfortably accommodate one individual inflated. Damage control procedure cuts off ventilation to burning compartments. Without oxygen to consume, fires die in seconds. The compartment is repressurized afterwards for crew recovery. Mass effect fields create an artificial gravity (agrav) plane below the decks, preventing muscle atrophy and bone loss in zero-G. Large vessels arrange their decks perpendicularly to their thrust axis. The highest decks are at the bow, and the lowest at the engines. This allows an agrav to work with the inertial effects of thrust. Ships that can land arrange their decks laterally, so the crew can move about while the vessel is on the ground. Warships normally turn off their agrav systems during combat, reducing the heat generated by systems and increasing combat endurance. To provide a point of reference for navigating in zero-G, floors are painted a different color from the walls and ceiling.
That's a good way to do it.
Very thoughtful, very considerate.
Yeah. Our floor is the same color.
No.
Okay, down to the aliens and well, Ashley. Our more interesting crew members. We've already talked to Tali. There's the requisition officer. Garrus?
Commander, nice work out there. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSAC.
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
Being a Spectre does have its advantages.
Exactly my point. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
Oh.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel. see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way.
It's been raining a lot, so it's really humid.
Yeah. So much rain.
If getting the job done means endangering
Yeah, it's
decent
always like
people,
flash
then no.
floods, basically.
We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to. I understand, Commander.
Did I fuck up with him? I hope I didn't.
Can you fuck up with people?
I have no idea. It's been so long since I
What?
played this game.
Shepard.
Well, I
what
wouldn't
can
know
I do
either.
for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story.
Look at this big man.
Big
Go
man.
ask the Quarian if you want stories.
I will ask Matali, don't be an ass.
You Krogans live
Here
for
comes
centuries.
Captain Crazy
Don't tell me
Eyes.
You haven't had a few interesting
Yes.
adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It
Damn,
seems pretty much the same
okay.
to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
Sorry, Rex. I wasn't trying to get you upset.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
You know, I just noticed his legs.
What's wrong with his
Are the
legs?
people really dying?
Look at his.
We're
Like-
sure not getting any stronger.
Do you see it?
We're too
Around?
spread. None of us are.
How they just like
interested in
move
staying
outward
in the
like that?
system.
I mean, Oshi does that.
Yeah. I mean, like around the hip.
Yeah.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want.
Yeah, looking at the
details.
looking at another image of Rex, like, yeah, it's pretty.
All I know,
Yeah, that happens.
it makes
Yeah.
breeding nearly impossible.
Like, yeah, I did that for Oshi
Thousands
because
die
I
in
based that off of
stillbirth.
Vilgax, and like,
Most
it just
Yeah,
it's just a
Vilgax
character.
does kind of do the same thing, yeah.
Every
It's just a
Krogan
design
infected
thing. It can happen.
everyone,
Yeah.
and no one's rushing to find a cure.
How's he put on his armor? One leg at a
Why
time,
did the Krogan try to find
like the
a
rest
cure?
of us.
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that.
Oh,
Nobody can.
So long, Rex.
I want to give him a hug.
He would probably destroy you.
Hug.
I'm guessing that might just be armor plating. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, because looking at the rest of his legs, they aren't as wide as they look. Also, funny thing about the Krogan, they're very prey coded. Like they've got the side facing eyes. They're
Yeah.
like big, and then you've got the Turians, who are very like predator coded. And they're
no.
like, these are the warlike ones. And those are the ones that are like all about honor and shit. It's kind of funny.
Commander, you have a minute to talk.
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
All
The
right?
Codex did say that the leading cause
I
of
know
death
things
for a
are
long
different
time
aboard the
was
Normandy,
being hunted
but,
on Tuchanka. So,
I'm
yeah,
concerned
there you
about
go.
the aliens,
Right.
Vakarian and Rex. With all due
Maybe
respect,
evolve some
Commander,
front-facing
should we
eyes,
have full
dumbass.
access to the ship?
Well, that's because like they got introduced really early in their development, and it pretty much it's kind of like they got guns way before they should have, and then they nuked their planet to like fuck. And then the fucking then their like species population started going up really high, and then the Solarians introduced the genophage after they were like a problem. Before that, they were being used to fight the Rachni, which are like an alien we haven't met yet.
Damn.
See.
They may not serve the Alliance, Chief, but they're allies. At least as far as Saren goes.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems.
That's the problem
Engines,
with
sensors,
Ashley.
Weapons.
She's
Oh, she's-
unfortunately a bit racist.
Oh no, not the space racism.
That's enough, Chief. You always second-guess your superiors?
Ma'am, no ma'am. I'm sorry, I was out of line. I'll get back to my duties, Commander.
Don't be racist, Ashley.
That's what I fucking thought. Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna go fuck my alien wife. With like
Yeah.
37 condoms on at the same time, so that she doesn't get sick.
Yeah. Dolly. Engineer Adams.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the
Yes,
team.
that's
You got an
why
eye
we
for
wanted her to come
I'm
on.
guessing that's not why you came
No
down here.
other reason.
I love
Fill me in on
Tally.
the IES stealth system. How does it work
Starts
exactly?
blowing kisses at
You
Tally.
can't hide a ship
Love
out in space. They
you.
emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster-than-light travel?
Cranking up to FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed. And she's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye,
Okay.
Commander.
Codex.
Larger warships are generally classified in one of four weights. Frigates are small, fast ships used for scouting and screening of larger vessels. Frigates often operate in wolf pack flotillas. Cruisers are middleweight combatants, faster than dreadnoughts and more heavily armed than frigates. Cruisers are the standard patrol unit and often lead frigate flotillas. Dreadnoughts are kilometer-long capital ships mounting heavy, long-range firepower. They are only deployed for the most vital missions. Carriers are dreadnought-sized vessels that also carry large numbers of fighters. Smaller vessels are almost exclusively used in a support role to the warships during combat. Fighters are one-man craft used to perform close-range attacks on enemy ships. Interceptors are one-man craft optimized for destroying opposing fighters.
Oh. Here's one for you to read.
Krogan, the Krogan Rebellions. After the Arachne War, the quick-breeding Krogan expanded at the expense of their neighbors. Warlords leveraged their veteran soldiers to seize living space while the Council races were still grateful. Over centuries, the Krogan conquered world after world. There was always just one more needed. When the Council finally demanded withdrawal from the Asari colony of Lucia, Krogan overlord Kredak stormed off the Citadel, daring the Council to take their worlds back. But the Council had taken precautions. The finest STG operators and Asari huntresses had been drafted into a covert observation force, the Office of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. The Spectres opened the war with crippling strategic strikes. Krogan planets went dark as computer viruses flooded the extranet. Sabotaged antimatter refineries disappeared in blue-white annihilation. Headquarters stations shattered into orbit-clogging debris, rammed by pre-placed suicide freighters. Still, this only delayed the inevitable. The war would have been lost if not for a first contact with the Turians, who responded to Krogan threats with a prompt declaration of war. Being on the far side of Krogan space from the Council, Turians advanced rapidly into the lightly defended Krogan rear areas. The Krogan responded by dropping space stations and asteroids on Turian colonies. 3 worlds were rendered completely uninhabitable. This was precisely the wrong approach to take with the Turians. Each is first and foremost a public servant, willing to risk his life to protect his comrades. Rather than increasing public war awareness, Krogan tactics stifled Turian resolve. The arrival of Turian task forces saved many worlds from the warlords' marauding fleets, but it took development of the genophage bioweapon to end the war. There were decades of unrest afterwards. Rogue warlords and holdout groups of insurgents refused to surrender, or disappeared into the frontier systems to become pirates.
Yeah. And then I think, have we read the Genophage entry? I don't think we have.
Yeah, I don't think so. So, Krogan, genophage. The genophage bioweapon was created to end the Krogan rebellions. From the start, the Krogan had overwhelmed the Council. Only timely first contact with the Turians saved the Council races. The Turians fought the Krogan to a standstill, but sheer weight of Krogan numbers indicated the war could not be won. Through conventional means, the Turians collaborated with the Solarians to genetically engineer a counter to the rapid breeding of the Krogan. The genophage virus gained the energy to replicate by eating key genetic sequences. Every cell in every Krogan had to be altered for the weapon to be foolproof. Otherwise, the Krogan could have used gene therapy to fix the affected tissues. Once a genophage strain could find no more genes to eat, it would starve and die, limiting spin-off mutation and contamination. This created genetic flaw is hereditary. The Solarians believed the genophage would be used as a deterrent, a position the Turians viewed as naive. Once the project was complete, the Turians mass-produced and deployed it. The Krogan homeworld, their colonies, and all occupied worlds were infected. The resulting mutation made only 1 in 1,000 Krogan pregnancies carry to term. It did not reduce fertility, but offspring viability. The rare females able to carry the children to term became prizes the Krogan warlords fought brutal battles over. The Krogan are a shadow of their former glory. While the rebellions took place centuries ago, they are constantly reminded of the horror of the genophage and their inability to counter it. The release of the genophage is still controversial, bitterly debated in many circles.
Yeah. It's kind of a dick move, but, like, also the Krogan were pretty bad as well.
The Krogan were doing things.
Though I'm not sure if it, like, requires genocide per se. Never support that. Anyway, Now, either side quests or we go straight towards getting a new party member. You know what? I'm going to go on the quest for the blue lady. Hey, Scallion. How you doing? Skylion. Zoom out. Actually, first, I'm gonna check out some of these. Well, that's good. Jantar. Jantar is a terrestrial world with a trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon. The surface is hot and mainly composed of unremarkable silicate. Occasional deposits of aluminum, magnesium, and other light materials. It is noted for the discovery of the Leviathan of Dis, an apparent corpse of a genetically engineered living starship. The Leviathan was found at the bottom of a crater by a Batarian survey team. It is estimated to be nearly 1 billion years old. It disappeared after the a visit to the system by a Batarian dreadnought 20 years ago. Since then, the Batarians have steadfastly denied that the Leviathan existed, and all the more phosphorescent, Furiously? I don't know how to say that. This is the second time I've encountered this in the last 2 days. When shown records of the corpses made by Solarian recordings of the corpse made by Solarian researchers. Huh. Living starship. Oh, I did not mean to. Niram. Nothing really interesting about Niram. I'm mostly looking for, like, interesting landmarks they talk about whenever I look through these. Let's see, during the brief gold rush on Clinsol, a few companies established an infrastructure for helium-3 skimming and deuterium mining on Raisha's ice moon. When Clinsol proved to be less wealthy than expected, the facilities were stripped away and abandoned. Okay. Turian insignia. Scans of the planet Raisha reveal an old unmanned shuttle. You salvage some Turian goods on board, all marked with the Trident colony. One more planet. Huh. So it's an ice moon. Well, it's an ice planet. Thin atmosphere, carbon dioxide, krypton. It's mainly composed of a frozen ammonia? When exposed to sunlight, Grimar's ammonia can melt, forming equatorial seas of toxic chemicals. This has allowed the profusion of simple fungus and lichens that evolve in the low-energy environment. A byproduct of their metabolism causes them to glow very faintly. While the light of these individuals are insignificant, large patches seem to reinforce the light of one another, making them visible from space. See all those little lights down there? That's fungus. Okay, now we go fight these dudes, I guess. Kinsol!
Oh.
Let's see, the first geological survey were performed by Batarians, suggested areas of great mineral wealth. Human mining concerns spent billions hustling to the distant system and sinking test bores into the claim. But Clinsol was only an average level of mineral wealth, valuable but hardly worth the rush. Meridia Industria, a small Mexican company hoping to strike rich in the first extrasolar mining venture, had filed bankruptcy for bankruptcy protections. Investigations revealed that the Batarian crew had deliberately falsified the surveys, hoping to encourage human rivals to invest in the costly boondoggle. While unethical, this isn't technically illegal, and the Batarian government disavows the personal actions of these misguided patriots. The planet is still littered with abandoned mining bases, which are often used for temporary places for criminals. And now we're going here to fight some pirates, or some drug runners. That one lady asked us to come here and take care of her associates. Whee! Squad. Oh yeah, I haven't leveled up. Assassinate. I haven't leveled up Garrus yet. He's got 7 points. Okay, so now Garrus can at least wear medium armor, which will be a lot useful because I have medium armor for Garrus. A lot better than his regular armor, I think. Okay, so we got that, and we got the Explorer. Okay, now that's looking snazzy. How's this one look? Oh yeah, the Silverback, yeah. I think that one's just better? Yeah, the Silverback is definitely the best one I've got. I'm gonna break down that. I'll sell the Explorer later. Still no armor for Tally. Got any better sniper rifles? No. No. I need to give him some hammerhead rounds. Yeah. So hopefully that'll be good. What do we got on this map? We got some mineral deposits, debris, a crash pod, a crash escape pod. Okay. More Mako time. Gonna jostle you around in the Mako for a bit.
Also, another example of an animal name for a fucking military vehicle. Mako.
I think we've been over this level before, yeah.
Yeah, because I pointed out before with like the Pelican and the Warthog and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize, it didn't click. It's like, oh wait, fucking Mako, that's another one.
Yeah. They do that.
They do that. They just got that animal autism, I guess.
Even in real life, they do that. I don't know why.
I know. That's what, like, they just have that. They got that dogs in them, which is why they wear dog tags.
Yeah.
They're animals.
Yeah, Ninja said it was a proud tradition, yeah. Okay, so it's not cold enough to hurt me. platinum. Okay, gotta go down here and kill these dudes.
Get him.
Boop. Hilarious to do that. And I'm gonna go check what these other things are before I go down there. Yeah, another thing would be to point out, even in this game, a lot of ships in real life are named after, like a lot of military ships are named after places usually. Even in real life. Okay. That is something. What are you? Old footprints leading to Double from the escape pods, but there's no sign of survivors. There's something up that hill. If I can get up the hill. How will I get up this hill? Man, it is getting a little finicky. I'm gonna save real quick, otherwise it might... I don't want it to crash again after I did all that stuff. How the fuck? Okay, I think this might be the way up. Maybe? Maybe. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah. Big hole. Oh, there's somebody. Salarian?
A mummified Salarian. Ooh.
Ice mummy. Medallion recovered. A dead traveler of the League of One, with a dead League of One member. Where he found it, or what he was trying to do here, is unclear. Yeah, he's a frosty. What? Hostiles?
Perimeter secured.
Yeah, he's a frosty frog. Yeah, that for sure.
Oh.
Okay, we're going that way. Off a cliff! Everyone in this tank is dead. With how my driving goes. The funny thing is, this is the less janky Mako apparently. They fixed it a little bit.
Yeah.
He was real janky back in the day.
Damn. Yeah, not me though. I'm a hologram. I'm just fine.
Yeah. You're the one piloting the ship while we're all dead inside.
I mean, that's just how I am in Fortnite. Just like, sure, Frost is the safe driver, and like he gets his job done, whatever. I'm the chaotic driver. I will drive us off cliffs, mountains. Yep, never mind, you already got him.
Yeah.
Like, I will do whatever it is in my power to get to the point we need to go to faster.
Yeah. I unfortunately drive like I'm, in real life, I drive like I'm in a GTA game.
Jesus.
I drive very fast, usually. I drive like I'm a starship going at relativistic speeds. If you know what that requires.
Yes.
Basically it means I go really fast and then I have to slow down right before I reach where I'm getting to.
Oh Jesus, Alethea. You're gonna kill somebody.
I drive like I'm falling forward. Good thing we have the G-Force deceleration camo couch. Oh wait, do we have those in? Well, we don't have those in the Mass Effect version of that. Yeah, because we don't need them. I don't think.
Who needs them anyways? We don't need them.
Because Mass Effect drives and stuff. Yeah. My driving is immaculate. I say as I dive off of a cliff. Totally.
You heard it here, folks. The lady who takes full responsibility. Whatever happens, it's on her, not me.
This is the driving of the person that the fate of the galaxy depends on. Whee! Okay, I need to mark that over there so we can get back there, and then we're gonna go fight pirates. What the fuck was that? We have a boost? When was that added?
Our beloved captain, everybody.
When the fuck was that added? I've never seen that before. We have NOS. Yeah, apparently Ninja's not seen it either. I think they added that for the Legendary Edition.
Probably like, yeah, it's like probably a quality of life upgrade when it gets brought over.
Yeah, I have to use that more.
Like with the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, when they ported it to the Wii U, the HD version, they added a second sail that you can earn that like doubles the speed.
Yeah, I've never played Wind Waker but beyond the demo. Maybe if I ever got the chance, I should try to play that sometime.
Yeah. You finally fulfill your dreams of hairless selfies.
Yeah, totally.
Look, it's Ganon. When am I gonna see Ganon again?
Get out that sniper rifle, Garrus. Okay, Garrus, get the fuck over here.
Garrus.
Oh, that was Tali. Never mind.
Tali. You're doing great, sweetheart. Ah.
Push. Love doing that. Okay, lift. Oh, can someone dampen that guy before he shoots me? Garrus, can you get over here, please?
I will destroy you.
I think they're going to destroy you. Are you gonna let that happen?
know
don't think so.
Ah, fuck!
Shields disabled.
I'm letting them destroy me!
Assassination, Garrus.
I will destroy you!
Assassinate them, dumbass! Overload. Oh, fuck.
Good to go.
Oh, assassinate only works if their shields are down? Okay, I didn't read the ability. Increase damage on the next shot, okay. Sabotage! Push! God, I love that. I like using the push ability. Just watching them fly. Biotics are genuinely kind of hilarious. Okay, defeated the Crime Lord. Helena was right. These guys had quite the operation going on here. But that's all going to change. One down, just one more to go. Wiggling there, aren't you?
Wiggle. Wiggle.
Any boxes around here?
All clear.
You know what? What does Unity do again? Immediately restore. Okay. I just need to heal. Because owie.
Meow.
Okay. There's the box. That I think that's med kit. How do I get up there to that? Oh, okay. It wouldn't let me climb, so. What's down here? A borehole. Something. A data pad?
Something for me to read?
Maybe. Huh.
Judith Vasquez, are you out of your damn mind? Our dusters are overdosing on that red sand and you're pushing? Sell whatever filth you want in your territory, but if a single grain of that impure shit ends up in ours, then we'll nuke you back to the fucking Stone Age!
Yeah. That. I think I like the hacking games from 2 better than this. Which you'll see what the hacking games from 2 are like whenever we get there. Usually. Damn it. Okay, I need to look at the pistols. Do we have anything that's better? Yeah, as opposed to Electric Frogger, yeah. Anything better for Tali? No. Garrus, you got anything better? Oh, that one is better. Okay. The Avenger 4. And as for assault rifles, get an Avenger 3. Aren't there inventory limits, Ninja? Oh yeah, give Tali a shotgun, yeah. Oh, that one's... The accuracy rating's not as good, but it's a shotgun, so I don't give a shit. Okay. Now we get it. I see you're sending me TikToks.
One, because I got notifications like, "Don't let the streaks die." I was like, "Shit! I forgot to send one."
Yeah.
So it was just the one.
I sent a number of them as soon as I woke up. Which is my routine for TikTok. Basically, pay attention to TikTok for a while and then wait, oh, so I'll take over. So I finished the one. Why is it still marked though? Let's see. Yeah, I know I should rescue Liara. I'm going to. Why do you think why did you think I titled the stream that it's the quest for the blue lady? I'm just doing some quests first, is all. While I'm in this system. Whee! I'll come back to the system. First, we... Now, which system is she in? Macedon, Gnosis, Knossos, or, Okay, we're going to Macedon. Oh, yeah, Macedon. Enormous terrestrial planet, about half again the size of Earth. Despite the thick atmosphere and the weak output of the Duomo red dwarf, it leaves the surface with a biting cold. Survey. Matriarch writings recovered. Scanning the planet Porlan when a strange signal came from orbit. Navigator Presley determined that the signal was an ancient beacon. Your salvage team brought the beacon aboard and found that it was one of Matriarch Dillanaga's writings in the storage compartment. Okay. I don't think we read the entry for Matriarch writings, so I don't know much about those. Oh, it's a Volus colony planet. Because the planet it has like a sea of liquid ammonia, an ammonia-based biosphere, and toxic oceans. While it is inhospitable for humans, it is suitable for the Volus. And negotiations between the Systems Alliance and the Volus patrons, the Turian hierarchy, have made good progress. Well, I hope they get their planet. Oh, it's this one. It's just a standard helium giant. Okay. Before we go down here, let's just go back here and... Huh. They don't have anything on the fucking writings, apparently. That's weird. Anyway. Okay, now we go down. Whee! A very dense atmosphere of ammonia and oxygen, a lot of sulfur, common buoys in the system, have recently logged a number of unregistered vessels entering the system. It has an extensive silicon-based oxygen-breathing ecology, heavily populated areas covered with fine silica, respiratory byproduct of the world's higher animal forms, high-speed surface winds, often laden with abrasive silica, present. Okay, EVAs are discouraged, and we're going down there. Okay, we're gonna bring... This time we're bringing Rex. Gotta get all my cool alien buddies out of the ship every now and then.
Yes. For fun.
Yeah. So this is not where we were supposed to be going for Liara. So, yeah, it would have told me if it was. There would have been cutscenes and stuff. For some reason, it's not marking which planet she's on, so I'm going to have to find her. She is somewhere between these three systems.
Where?
Apparently not this system, though. What if this wind will hurt me? Probably will. Magnesium deposit. Yeah, it does hurt me. It's only a level 1 hazard though, so like it's a slow build up. I wonder what could be on this world.
Drugs?
Maybe.
Pirates? Pirates on drugs?
Geth, maybe?
Or maybe more rocks!
Yes, more rocks. Gotta find all those rocks. For money!
Can't you tell? I'm having a fucking collection of rocks over here. Hey look, a rock! Damn it, Lizzie, why didn't you stop the car? I needed that rock for my collection!
Can this get me up a hill? Yes, it can.
Oh no. Ads? Ew.
Yeah. Don't worry, Skylian. I don't think you can hear me, but you aren't missing much. I'm only getting rocks right now.
Yeah, it's mostly just rocks. A lot of rocks.
Yeah. The collectathon has begun. Ah! I can see why they added that. Uranium!
Wow.
Yo! I have to check. Is there a... Yeah, valuable minerals. Okay, yeah, there is a number we have to get. So, as you can see, 20 of each, and then like 3 more gases in the whole
Man.
game. That's why I'm collecting them on every planet we go to. In the second game, they handle it different than what they do in this game. Whee! God, this makes things so faster. I wish it did not do the sound effect all the time, though.
But how else would you know?
The blue shit firing out of the back of my thing?
Yeah, and it activates when you hear the sound.
Sorry, capsule. Matriarch writing! Another one. It's not clear who lived here, but it appears to have been abandoned. There's a container in the tent held among other things, one of Matriarch Dillanaga's writings.
Let me get it!
Yeah.
I guess no!
What?
Well, it said it had one of the writings, and it's like, let me at it! And then it immediately cut to you just not have something to read, so just walking was like, never mind!
Yeah. These writings belong to Matriarch Dillanaga. It looks like many of other writings can be found scattered around the galaxy. I don't know who fucking Matriarch Dillanaga is. It wouldn't be that. I don't have anything on the Asari.
The Asari.
Okay, yeah. So it's just some Asari's, some Asari matriarch's writings. That's all I know. Some blue milf's writings. Which, yeah, I'll read them. She sounds cool. I don't know anything about her, but she sounds cool. You know, everybody wants to write a book every now and then. Yeah. Okay, so that... Okay, it's a stronghold, so it's gonna be pirates. It's gonna be pirates! So what are you doing right now, Tansy? Other than watching me?
I don't know, sitting in a fucking chair.
That's fair.
It's like, I was just about to say, like, I'm watching you play the game, and then you go, aside from watching me play the game, it's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do then?
Ah!
File my fucking taxes?
Totally. I don't know when tax month is.
It's already over.
I don't do taxes.
Are you evading taxes, Elysia?
No, I just don't have an income. I don't even make enough off streaming to have an income. Like, the most I've ever made off streaming is like $50. And that was like this year. So, like, I don't think that constitutes taxes, right?
I don't know.
And it was on, like, a check, so, like, I don't know. It was, like, it didn't go into my bank account, that's for sure. I need to stretch for a second. My arm hurts. It's like less my arm hurts and more like I guess I slept on my arm weird. Because like I need to get up and stretch for a second. Because like my joint in my arm is stiff.
Everyone tune in for some gnome stretching ASMR.
Yeah, too bad my character isn't that animated. But maybe one day. God, I can't imagine actually having an animated avatar. Oh no! Oh, that's no sorry. Oh, Eclipse Vanguard, okay. You get pushed. Okay, you need to explode. Haha! Oh no! My weapon has overheated because of someone hitting me with a sabotage.
Oh no!
You get that. Oh, they're just swarming, huh?
Hostile spotted.
What is Tally? No, Tally's block, right? Level up. Get him. Ah, missed him.
Kill confirmed.
I lost contact.
Ah, I missed that one too.
Shield down.
Ah, I nearly died. I might still die.
Damn, Lasia, dying in front of a Tully like that? Kinda cringe.
Wow.
I'm a little busy here.
Live. I don't heal that much whenever I use that. I need more first aid. Boop. That got him. Okay, nothing up here. Or nobody up here. Very bad step up animation. I need to check if I've got any new human armors. Not any good ones. What's the gladiator look like? Like that. I mean, it's a little bit more protective, but this one's got better like shields and biotic protection. Hard decryption. Damn it. Let's go gambling. Aw, dang it. Okay, so you've discovered evidence of the Asari leading the Eclipse mercenaries and Nisana Dantius, an important ambassador on the Citadel Station, that they are sisters. You should go to the Presidium and speak to Nisana. Hey, we met Nisana that one time. She wouldn't talk to us.
Oh.
She was near the in the bar near the human ambassador. Damn it.
You got 4 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh.
Damn it.
Oh. Oh, well, there you go. Hooray!
You know, get radioactive rounds out of organizations.
Brainchild of Asari Commando Jonas Sidaris, Eclipse was incorporated as a proactive security company. Influenced by Asari and Solarian military doctrine, Eclipse specializes in sabotage, assassination, and personal and organizational security. Although Citadel governments regard the corporation with suspicion, it's embraced in the Skillian Verge and Terminus systems. Early on, Sidaris sought government contracts to establish market share against the better-established Blue Suns. Her agency scored a galactic PR coup by retaking several space stations captured by the Anhur People's Liberation Army and neutralizing its leaders, a victory Eclipse's marketing department never ceases trumpeting. Based on Omega Station, Eclipse controls nearly 20% of the asteroid's real estate. Its services range from mech repair to open warfare, although assassination is reserved for meeting wider, longer-term company goals. For instance, preemptive strikes against pirates rather than murdering spouses for insurance money. Despite numerous reports, Eclipse denies sabotaging or kidnapping business rivals.
And nothing on this side. Okay. So we leveled up. I should at least get more into pistols. And unlock Singularity. Creates a vortex at the impact point that draws objects into it. You wanna test some, you wanna test what this does?
Oh boy!
Or nothing to draw in, apparently. Wait, no, nothing to draw in. Once we see some enemies, we can try that. You know, there's definitely a mod I'm going to download for the second game. I don't know if there. Ninja Deer is the re-acining a mod for this one? Like the one where it adds back in the ass shots, or was that just the second game? Cause there was a thing in the second game where like one of the characters, they keep showing like shots of her ass. Like, cause Miranda Lawson is she's a certain way, but there's so like I think they removed a lot of that stuff for like
Oh.
censoring reasons or something like that. And there's like or like somebody added like took them out, and then recently the same person made a mod adding them back in.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
So I might get that mod, just cause more
For
ass is
no
always
reason.
good.
No reason whatsoever.
Yeah. Let's see what we got here. What should I give him? More assault rifles. Advanced immunity. Tally. Gets first aid. Because maybe that'll help. Now, did any of that give me any better equipment? No. It did not. Ooh, actually it gave me core and armor. Ah, it's the red one. I like the purple one more, but oh well. Yeah, some medium pattern Phoenix armor for him. Though his mercenary armor was better, so I don't know. Oh, upgrade kit. Why isn't it? How am I supposed to get to that? Oh, okay. That's how you climb up onto it. Okay, so that is done. We have one more thing on this planet, and then we can leave and try to find Liara. Weak. That looks like a pod that's gonna give me something. Oh, now Nikki's sending TikToks.
Yeah. I'm also getting the notifications.
Damn you. Okay. I should definitely look into these mods. Oh well. Anything better for my pistol? Combat Sensor 3. Okay. So I think that's everything. Okay. Okay, so she's not in that system. Let's try the Athena system. Was that the Athena system? I couldn't tell. I clicked it too fast. Yeah, it is the Athens system. Okay. Theros. Its only cursory examination were unmanned probes, trace atmosphere of nitrogen and argon. Yada yada yada. Turian insignia! A recon team found nothing of interest, but the debris was marked by Mola with the Magna Colony insignia. Hey, this place. Nothing of interest here. Nothing of interest here. Proteus. Oh, this one's cool looking. I like the colors. Like the Hanar homeworld, the Proteus is more than 90% oceanic cover. The incredible heat thrown off the from Athens raises the global humidity by to 100%, creating constant cloud cover. And powers colossal typhoons that rage across the surface year-round. Hot, humid, and storm-racked, Proteus's rare combination of oxygen and nitrogen atmosphere and carbon-based biosphere nevertheless is recommended for colonization. A pilot program is studying the possibility of colonies below the ocean surface, safe from the worst effects of the storm. Proteus has a large amount of free oxygen. We could always use more oxygen. Cersei!
Yummy oxygen.
Yes, a modestly sized helium planet made with traces of sulfur and chlorine. Helium-3! I think that's almost all the gases I need for my quest. Salamis? Nothing interesting on Salamis. I think that's all the ones that were here that I checked into. No. Okay. So she's gotta be in the Gnosis system. Right? Like, that's the only one she could be in. I don't know why it's not marking her.
I don't know. Why are you asking me?
It was kind of a rhetorical question, but yeah. Okay, so helium-3 refining on this place. That's all the gases I need, I guess. Zachros. Most of the surface is not solid enough to support the full weight of a landed ship. If approached, is necessary, use shuttles or keep the ship in Mass Effect. Keep the ship's Mass Effect envelope up. Huh? How does that happen to a world? Oh yeah, Therum. Okay, yeah, that's the one she's on. Yeah. First, we check around. Just get a sense of everything else. Let's see. Closer investigate. Oh wait. Armini is a terrestrial world with an unusually thin atmosphere of krypton and xenon. Its surface is composed of silica and deposits of carbonaceous minerals. The initial flyby of probe of Armini detected multiple areas of the equator with oddly regular surface protrusions. Closer investigation reveals that there's millions of tiny elaborate crypts, well, not tiny, but elaborate crypts, a few meters below the surface, left by a long extinct and spacefaring species called the Zioff. Many human universities wish to perform archaeological excavations. Council law holds the gravesite is sacrosanct, though. However, the matter has been tied up in court for decades. Okay, now we go see a blue lady.
Nope.
Oh wait. Clicked on the wrong one. It's Therum. Therum is a distant but rich industrial world claimed by Human Systems Alliance. Its plentiful heavy metals have fueled the recent manufacturing boom on Earth. Core samples rich in fossils and silicates based organisms indicate that Therum was more habitable in the past than in the present. Perhaps this explains why there are many Prothean ruins dotting the surface, most of which have been looted. Okay. Now we go down. Gotta go find Liara Tassoni. Okay, so we're bringing Garrus and Tali. Whee!
Commander, I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
Oh, look, magma. Maybe I should just take a dip.
Maybe don't. Have you considered don't?
Maybe. Let's see what else we got in here. Need to be able to heal more. But also, it's gonna give you a little bit more assault rifles. Okay, I need to remember to save, because if we crash, then we're gonna have waste a lot of time. I wonder what could be the enemy here. Oh, I see enemies on the radar. Somewhere. Ooh, something big too. Multiple something's big. What? Oh, get ship.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, armature. Here's something for you to read.
Great. Armatures are quadruped, all-terrain, heavy weapon platforms akin to the armored fighting vehicles of other races. Geth being synthetic intelligences, armatures are not crewed vehicles, but intelligent entities capable of independent decision-making and learning. Armatures are equipped with heavy kinetic barriers. Their main cannon, mounted on the articulated head turret appears to be a highly efficient conventional mass accelerator. It is capable of firing in anti-personnel and anti-tank modes. Some armatures carry drones into battle, presumably for reconnaissance purposes. Others host a swarm of insect-sized repair microbots.
Yeah. Oh no, Ninja! Glad you're back now. My power was flickering last night too, cause like we've had like storms off and on. Ow, got hit by that one. Dodge!
Yes.
Now I could just ram them, but I'm not going to. Now what could be up here? Guessing turrets. Yeah, it's a nice drive through the volcanic wasteland. Oh.
Trying to knock down the front door seems stupid. Maybe we can find a side window?
You're right, Tali. You're right. Find a side window. Okay. Side entrance. Boop. What's... Okay, that's the other way. Let's go open up here first, I guess. What have I got in equipment? Okay, those are just better, other than the DPS. It's just a better shotgun. All around. Okay. Now we're going in. Any fuckers in here? I'm gonna guess yes. Maybe? No. Guess not. Armor piercing rounds 3. Stuck on a thing. Yes, meeting the lovely neighbors. Here's the gate control button. And a Geth rocket trooper. Throw! Oh, this is what you think the cannon squad for this one is, Ninja? I could see that. Are there any other things around here that I just haven't found? check this one first. This one's got an enemy in it somewhere. There. You get tossed. Easy to get them when they're not attacking and on the ground. Okay. Now we'll check the other one for loot. I'm assuming there's gonna be loot in there. Oh, there's a locked box over here, huh? Just sitting out here in the open. I guess that's why they would lock it, huh? What do we got up here? Nothing up here, huh? What did I get? Anything useful? No. Why'd I do that? Always with the bombs. Okay, pushing on. Look at that sweet, sweet lava. You know what? Nah, never mind. I'm not gonna test it.
Yeah, maybe don't.
I think you just instantly die if you go into it.
No shit.
Gotcha! Oh, we leveled up, huh? That was a fast level up. Let's see. Maybe I should give more intimidate just cause. More adept so my powers refresh faster. Well, thanks, MLS Alexandra. I hope you have a good time lurking. Okay, save so I can not lose my level up.
Boy, I think you thirsty.
I am a little thirsty. Up. There's a big ship flying overhead.
Oh boy.
Boop. These motherfuckers aren't gonna keep me down. I'ma get you. The other one's over here. Oh, my gun overheated. Get him! Okay. Okay, now to go through the tube. That was a quick load. Miss me! Yeah. I've never played as a soldier, I don't think. Mostly just because I like mind powers and like tech stuff and things like that. I'm never like a straight up fighter. I always like being either a mage or a hacker or something like that. This thing really shreds non-tank enemies. If I can hit properly. Okay, I think I'm almost there. Oh. Can't get through there. So I guess we gotta leave the Mako behind. Now we go on foot. Even though I think technically the Mako could jump this, I don't know. Okay, so what weapons do we have? Okay. Oh. Oh, the music. Now that's combat music. Singularity! Okay, so it makes dudes float. We know that much. Just got an achievement for killing 100 enemies. Or like 250 enemies, I think.
Good to go.
Oh, sniper! Ah! They hit me.
Area secured. Hostile
Garrus, get him. Switch to your fucking... Oh no, it was Tali. Switch to your fucking sniper rifle. Not you, Tali.
Metagel deployed.
Get him! Ow! I need barrier. Assassination. think that's all of them. No, there's more. There's more. Push. Get out of my way, you little bitch.
That's it. Bag 'em and tag 'em.
Guessing we gotta go that way. Oh, I was gonna walk into lava. It's always with the lava. You know, right now, I think everybody could use armor piercing rounds if they can get it. Okay. Okay. Oh, new Geth. Look at this guy. You might like him.
Oh. Oh, it's fast. Oh, don't, no, 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 no!
Climbing on the walls and shit.
No.
Also, we get to fight one of these things outside the tank. Oh. Oh, fuck. Yeah, they just leap around. Did you see that guy just fly away?
Yeah.
Don't like him?
No, they're too fast. That shit's creepy when something's fast like that.
Yeah, that's fair. They're called Geth Stalkers, I think. Yeah. No, it's above me! It's above me! I hate them. They're so zippy. Why are they so... I feel like they've gotten faster. I don't remember having this much problem. I don't remember having this many problems with them. Oh. Garrus! Get the fuck up and get over there! Oh, hi. You get hit by that. Or not. I guess not. Tally, why aren't you doing anything? Garrus, can you... Or not. Why aren't they doing anything? I guess just they can't see them, I don't know. Okay, they're both dead now, okay. Push. Okay, we've got to take out that thing. Garrus, did you die again? Ah! Okay, I don't have... have anything to take this thing out with. And Garrison's down, so I can't exactly use him at the moment. How much is this health, thing's health even? Am I even breaking its health? Yeah, Tali could use her shotgun, yeah. Tali, come on. Get up, Garrus. Okay, we've almost got it. Carnage that thing. Oh. Okay, so we've at least got it now. Just gotta get these guys. Yeah, for some reason Tali's Carnage didn't even fire, so. Push. Lemon. Anything back here? Okay, so now we can get in here and get Liara. Am I just building everyone wrong, or am I just playing bad? I don't know. Fireman, no amps. Got a high explosive one, I've got cryo charge, fusion explosive. You know what? I haven't been upgrading this, so I think I'll go with fusion explosive. Nothing on those. Polonium charge. Heatseek 1? Why did I only give him Heatseek 1? Then again, that was probably the only thing I had at the time. Hoppers! Here's your reading.
Yay! The Geth models, collectively dubbed Hoppers by Alliance forces, are electronic warfare platforms. They can project electromagnetic radiation across a broad spectrum as an offensive weapon. They can also perform cyber warfare attacks against the onboard computers of body armor hard suits and weapons, adversely affecting their performance. The structure of Hoppers consists of an advanced and highly elastic artificial muscle material. This allows a Hopper to compress its entire body for powerful leaps. Hoppers also have thousands of molecule-scale barbs on the surface of their hands and feet, which are used to cling to walls and ceilings. Hoppers are very difficult targets, leaping from one surface to another in rapid succession. You're still not scrolling.
No, yeah.
The Quarians have no record of any Geth models similar to Hoppers. This new morphotype must have been developed over the last 300 years by the Geth themselves. This is troubling proof that the Geth are continuing to move towards technological singularity. Experts in synthetic life are intrigued that Hoppers appear to be even more organic than the baseline Geth. The identified subtypes of Hopper have been codenamed Sapper, Stalker, and Ghost.
I think the ghosts go invisible, but yeah. Whenever they're clinging to walls and stuff, if they were just standing up, they'd remind me a little bit of Oshi. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Liara! Oh. the only thing I saw right there was Dolly's butt bouncing up and down on the screen.
Malaysia, come on, be professional.
I don't have a profession.
Shields disabled.
Bye bye. Just the way he somersaulted over that railing.
Yep.
Singularity.
Perimeter secured.
Yes, left my copy of Quarian's Gone Wild playing. Did they just fall down into the hole? I think they did.
It looks like this cavern formed around the ruin after it was built.
Huh, blue wall. Can't get into the... Oh, the cavern formed after all this was built. Okay. Not these, but the the Prothean stuff over there. So it's been here a long time, apparently. Med kit.
Engaging target.
Oh, drone. Hit it with that. Why is my... aim so off right now? Okay, polonium charges were not a good choice right now. I need something. Yeah, shredder charges.
I wonder what Liara's looking for in here. Most Prothean ruins have nothing more than dead instrumentation.
Elevator. Yes, for Jenkins. The elevator failed. What? Am I getting new stuff? Okay, I'm definitely getting a lot of new, stuff. Ooh. Kinetic Weave. Garrus, you get Hardened Weave 3. Well, maybe I should give you something to keep you alive better, actually. Because these are starting to fuse together the different... Hello? Oh, hi!
Please?
Hello.
Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Are you okay? What happened to you?
Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What?
That's a weird thing to ask right now.
I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
How did you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth, beyond the veil! I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
We'll find some way to help you.
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
Bye, Liara! Here's hoping I can get you out. Okay. Push. My opening move always is to push. About to get hit by a missile. Lift. Oh. So what does Marksman do fully? Increases weapon damage accuracy and purges weapon heat. Okay.
All targets down.
It's a very useful ability for anyone with pistol. It just makes me really accurate with the pistol. And also increase the damage, of course. Should really level up my pistol skills. What did we just get? Exoskeleton, physical damage and smash damage. Smash! If Autumn isn't available to do anything with Pathfinder on Friday, maybe we could do a Smasher Pass list.
Yes. The Smasher Pass.
Yeah. For the stream, I mean.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
I mean, we were talking about that last stream.
Okay. Fucking Simon Says ass minigame. I'll have to look up if there is a Smasher Pass list for Pathfinder, because I know there was one going around. Okay, elevator. Oh, there's Liara. Liara!
Oh, how did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
It's not important. Superior firepower, it was easy.
We have to get you out of here before more Geth arrive.
Yes, you're right. I've seen enough of them to last a lifetime. That button should shut down my containment field.
But it doesn't have any buttons.
Now it does.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on! I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Seren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. He probably wants you to help him find it.
The conduit, but I don't know.
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away.
Mister.
ETA 8 minutes.
He needs to move faster.
This is not me looking at Shepard's ass. This is actually me trying to look upwards. Like, that's not a lie. I was actually just trying to look upwards. There's Krogan. Look at that stance.
B.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor over.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Not an option. Saren wants her, and he always gets what he wants. Kill them. Spare the Asari if you can. If not, doesn't matter.
Fuck you. Blowing your nose? Ow. Ow, fuck.
Good as new.
Someone get this guy off me! Ah! Damn it. Where's that respawn me?
Kill them. Spare the
Oh,
Asari
okay.
if you can. If not, doesn't matter.
Okay. Why is Tali using a sniper rifle?
Now I'm ready.
Oh, is he just getting back up? What the fuck? Stay down, goddammit! Okay. We out of here! Okay, so we got Liara.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
Joker pulled our asses out of there. I think he's earned the right to a few bad jokes.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
Just how old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn! I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours. But among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved.
Is Frax 1000?
It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge. Patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
If the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them. I cannot prove my theory, but I know I am right. The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently
I was muted the
cast
whole
down.
time?
Yeah, I tried to tell you. I should have said something like,
No, it's fine. At some point, I must have gone and flip-flopped, because, yeah, I was muting my mic to deal with my nose, and then, but I guess I was already muted, unmuted myself on accident, and then I muted myself back up, thinking, oh, take care of, well, shit.
Yeah, I should have said something.
I have dedicated my life to figuring out
I'm
why.
sorry. I figured that was what had happened, but
it's fine.
But yeah, what do you think of the theory that like the universe just keeps extincting people? Like the Protheans went extinct before us, then there's someone before the Protheans went extinct, and it's just a cycle of that repeating.
I'm not sure,
By a
honestly.
race of sentient machines, the Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
I saw it!
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
That's why I got the crazy eyes.
Visions. Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
Okay, this isn't helping us find Saren or the conduit.
Of course, you're right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate or slept? Dr. Chakwas should take a look at you.
It is probably
Go to the
just
nurse's office. Get an ice
exhaustion,
pack.
coupled with the shock
Yeah.
of discovering the Protheans' true
Get some
fate.
juice.
I need some time to process all this.
Oh, you're having
Still, it would
stomachache?
not hurt to be
Have an ice
examined
pack
by a medical
anyways.
professional. It will give me the chance
Chew on some ice
think
pack.
things over. Are we finished here,
Ice
Commander?
pack with a
We can talk
crappy
again after you've
brown
seen the
paper
doctor.
towel wrapped around
The
it.
rest of you,
Yeah.
dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
Disconnect. Just disconnect right there.
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Of course, Commander. The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
Codex. Extinct race.
Extinct races. The Protheans cipher. The Prothean beacon downloaded its knowledge into Lieutenant Commander Shepard on Eden Prime, causing confusing dreams and visions. While the imagery is becoming clearer with time, the meaning of the beacon communication remains elusive. It has been suggested that Prothean data recording is highly dependent on a certain point of view, what Carl Jung described as the collective unconscious. The cipher needed to comprehend the images implanted in Shepard's mind is the cultural knowledge of a Prothean, the archetypes, biological instincts, and common experiences universal to the race. Since the Protheans have been dead for millennia, it may be impossible to acquire this cipher.
Yep. And squad, level up. More pistols. I'ma get good with pistols. Okay, so we have our blue lady now. Where would she be? I think I know where. Yeah, replenish my grenades real quick. Yeah, okay. Hi, Dr. Chakwas! There's Liara.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much
No.
better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful
Liara is the third romantic option in this game.
We are all part of a single galactic community.
Yeah.
Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species,
I mean, we already
it
did
seems
fucking
few of
Asari,
them seem to
so
understand us.
makes sense.
The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits onto our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
I thought you always needed another species to serve as one of the parents.
Think about it, Shepard. If we were not able to mate with our own species, we would have died out long before we ever mastered spaceflight and left our homeworld. Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face, it is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly
yes, we just prefer exotic pairings
Often
nowadays.
The partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Codex.
I'm nibbling on a nugget.
Nugget!
No.
Wish I had a nugget. Yeah, we can save that for later.
No.
No, we can save
Almost
it.
there.
Okay.
No.
Okay. What kind of nugget?
Just a chicken nugget. What other nugget would there be? What, you think there's like beef nuggets out there?
Totally.
Asari culture. Because of their long lifespan, Asari tend to have a long view, not common in other races. When they encounter a new species or situation, the Asari are more comfortable with an extended period of passive observation and study than immediate action. They are unfazed that some of their investments or decisions may not pay off for decades or centuries. Matriarchs can seem to make incomprehensible decisions,
but their insight is evident when their carefully laid plans come to fruition. In interstellar relations, this long view manifests in an unspoken policy of centrism. The Asari instinctively seek to maintain stable balances of economic, political, and military power. Traditionally, Asari spread their influence through cultural domination and intellectual superiority. They invite new species of advanced development to join the galactic community, knowing that their ideals and beliefs will inevitably influence the existing culture.
No one likes a centrist. But it helps if they're hot blue women. Got anything to say, Mole LT?
Commander, do you have a minute?
I always make time for my officers.
Off the record, I think there's something wrong here. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. It's funny, we finally get out here, and the final frontier was already settled. And the residents don't even seem impressed by the view. Or the dangers.
Well, you're a romantic. Did you sign on for the dream, Malenko? Secure a man's future in space?
Yeah, I read a lot of those books when I was a kid, where the hero goes to space to prove himself worthy of a woman he loves, or, you know, for justice. Maybe I was a romantic in the beginning, but I thought about it after brain camp. Biotic acclimation and temperance training. I'm not looking for the dream. I just want to do some good. See what's out here. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
I didn't go through bot training for my biotics. Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element zero in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. A bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Jump Zero is Gagarin Station, right? What's it like?
Yeah, that's the official name. Biggest and farthest facility we had for decades. Right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using mass effect fields. It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
There were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
That's true. We did have a little circle that'd get together every night before lights out. We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Kinetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
Then you must have had plenty of time to get to know each other.
Yeah, we'd sit around and bull every night after dinner, play cards or network games. There was this girl named Rana, who had a little circle grow up around her. She was from Turkey, her family was very rich, but she was smart and charming as hell.
Why is his voice so quiet?
But not stuck up about it. Like you, I guess.
Sounds like she was special to you.
She was. Maybe she felt the same. But things never felt together. Training, you know.
You know of any intentional exposures for certain?
No one knows. Doesn't mean they didn't happen. As big as the exposures were, it was hard to track down accidentals. It was different then. No one knew the potential, so there wasn't a lot of regulation. Anything Kinetics did was gold. I'm not saying they intentionally detonated drives over our outposts, but in retrospect, They were damn quick on the scene.
Jump Zero's a long way from home. What was it like?
The Grand Gateway to Humanity looks a lot better in the vids. Anyway, this was supposed to be a casual debrief, not a bull session about stuff that happened years ago.
I wanted to get to know you a little better, that's all. Thanks for the talk, Kaidan.
Well, you're welcome, ma'am. You, make a habit of getting this personal with
No, just you. You can talk to me, you know.
Alenko, there's no regulation that says you can't be friends with your commander.
I appreciate that, Commander. I just don't want you to think that I'm a whiner. Besides, I've got my past squared away.
You're not a whiner. You're a wiener. Ah! All right. Stations. The Gagarin Station. Gagarin Station is the largest deep space station built by humanity. A vernal sphere design with a 500-meter diameter habitable area. It was constructed beyond Pluto, nearly 80 astronomical units, 12 billion kilometers from Sol. Moving crew and material to this location bankrupted most of the backers. No, never mind, dude. Yeah. Gagarin was placed at the inner edge of the heliopause, the point at which the solar wind can no longer push back the interstellar medium. It was built to test a number of faster-than-light drive principles that theoretically could only occur in interstellar space. The station was nicknamed Jump Zero, as it was intended to be the jumping-off point for humanity's expansion into the galaxy. Shortly after the station was completed, the Prothean ruins were discovered on Mars, rendering the entire effort moot. After struggling to make a profit for a decade, Gagarin was sold to the Systems Alliance in 2159 for a fraction of its construction costs. The Alliance refurbished it as a research and training center for the recently discovered biotic phenomenon. In 2169, the Biotic Acclimation and Training Program was shut down and Gagarin became a general research facility. Its remote location and intentional isolation from the extranet makes it popular for dangerous research, particularly in the field of artificial intelligence. Humanity's first stable AI, the Alliance-sponsored ELIZA, achieved sapience at Gagarin in 2172.
If you're an
Today,
AI, that's me. Because people keep saying my name like that. Always.
Today, Gagarin Station has a permanent population of approximately 9,000. Dear God, if it goes over 9,000, I swear to God. A plan has been proposed to move it to the gravitationally stable barycenter point between Pluto and the Charon Relay, allowing it to serve as a gateway facility between the Sol and Arcturus systems. The high cost of safely moving its mass has delayed this indefinitely.
Cool. Technology.
Biotics training. Biotic implants and amplifiers only provide the potential to create coherent mass effect fields. Whether biotics can actually do so is largely determined by their training. Biotics must develop conscious control over their nervous systems, sending specific electrical impulses to the element zero nodules embedded in their nerves. They are taught to use their implants and amps with biofeedback devices and physical mnemonics. Specific gestures or muscle movements fire the proper sequence of nerves to activate a certain skill. Conatix Industries pioneered biotic training with the Biotic Acclimation and Temperance Training Program. Although BOT did not achieve the desired results, many techniques taught are still used today. You're not scrolling! Many human think tanks are trying to develop some form of biotic super soldier. Most are benign efforts to create more flexible troops. Others, less publicly known, are unapologetic attempts to create Nietzschean supermen.
Yeah. Nietzschean Superman, yeah. Nietzsche!
Nietzschean!
Time to go check on everybody. Riggs.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would've if I thought it was important.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. Couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Shepard. Okay.
My lord, Stormtrooper.
Ashley.
Commander?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
I think she's being straight with us. Or at least I don't think she lies very often.
Yeah, she's probably really bad at it. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
What's your opinion of the last
Not
mission?
sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her... Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
Can we talk?
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was just watching some mail from home.
Oh, before I go, we saw Caden in a news vid about the Normandy. He's cute. Later, sis.
Let's pretend this never happened.
Are you interested in the Lieutenant, Chief?
Fraternization is against regulations, ma'am. Don't ask, don't tell. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I met Chief. First thing he did was salute.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
Where did you grow up?
All over. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
You're lucky to have a close family.
Sorry, I forgot about your family situation.
Or lack thereof. Relax, Williams. I've dealt with it.
Asked me to clear a bunker of armed hostiles? No problem. Dealing with the foot in my mouth? Not so good with that. Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did. Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year. This was only a couple of years back. They were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was assigned to Chernobyl.
Amaterasu?
Same cluster, but a dozen Hellwire.
Amaterasu?
Close enough to talk regularly, too far to
Isn't
make
that the Japanese goddess?
I couldn't afford a fast package.
Yeah. Or God, I can't remember which.
If he really
It
liked
got
you,
us.
he wouldn't be pushy.
Yeah, of course. If he didn't ask at all, I'd wonder if he thought Sarah was ugly. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed.
Yes, sun goddess, thank you,
Face
Scythian.
first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
Why didn't you tell the police?
She said it wouldn't solve the real problem, and she and Mike would both become household names. It was a small colony. I said it was her call to make, that we should let her do it her way. Mom was pretty pissed about that.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it. She's kind of nervous. Sarah took Aikido. Abby decided to learn the sword. She always was a little weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. They do great things to her figure, though.
Wow.
So, what did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand to hand.
You traveled all the way home to walk your sister to school.
It was only a dozen light years, like a day's cruise. It's not like I was going to Earth or something. My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Yeah!
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known.
Poetry.
Cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
Bored now. No.
I never thought I'd hear you reciting poetry.
Just because I can drill you between the eyes at 100 meters doesn't mean I can't like sensitive stuff. Just don't spread it around. Ulysses was my
Never
dad's
said you
favorite
couldn't.
poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years
Aw.
back. He's probably still watching, though.
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
I do too. No, I don't.
Everyone has the right to believe what they want. Says so in the Alliance Charter, only with fancier words.
I'm glad you're open-minded about it. I've met a few people who are really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez. Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in something?
Your beliefs are your business. I'm your commanding officer, not your moral compass.
I appreciate that, Skipper. I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
Oh, bye-bye.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Get a codex entry, it says God on it now. Military doctrine. Oh, this one's a long one.
Alright, you better be good at scrolling.
Yeah.
The Alliance military is of great concern to the galaxy. At first contact with the Turians, they were completely inexperienced. Turian disdain changed to respect after the relief of Shangfi, where the humans surprised them with novel technologies and tactics. The human devotion to understanding and adapting to modern space warfare stunned the Staid Council races. For hundreds of years, they had lived behind secure walls of long-proven technologies and tactics. The Council regards the Alliance as a sleeping giant. Less than 3% of humans volunteer to serve in their military, a lower proportion than any other species. While competent, Alliance soldiers are neither as professional as the Turians nor as skilled as the Asari. Their strengths lie in fire support, flexibility, and speed. They make up for lack of numbers with sophisticated technical supports, VIs, drones, artilleries, electronic warfare, and emphasis on mobility and individual initiative. Their doctrine is not based on absorbing and dishing out heavy shocks like the Turians and Krogan. Rather, they bypass enemy strong points and launch deep into their rear, cutting supply lines and destroying headquarters and support units, leaving enemies to wither on the vine. On defense, the human military is rapid reaction force that lives by Sun Tzu's maxim, he who tries to defend everything defends nothing. Garrisons are intended for scouting rather than combat, avoiding engagement to observe and report on invaders using drones. The token garrisons of human colonies make it easier for alien powers to secure them, for which the Alliance media criticizes the military. However, the powerful fleets stationed at Gates nexuses, such as Arcturus, and just a few hours or days from any colony within their sphere of responsibility. In the event of an attack, they respond with overwhelming force.
Yes,
It wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
What are you worrying about?
Garrus, I'm gonna buy some stuff
Looking
us.
for supplies?
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
What do we got here? Black market license. That's the really good stuff.
Uh-oh.
But I can't afford it. It's too pricey for me. Get medium Krogan armor. I need pistols. Do I have any better pistols? Yeah, that is... No, that's not much better than the one I already have. Need better armor than what I have, which is that, the Scorpion. V4. I'll buy that. And, why would I want to revoke the black market license? Should sell some stuff. Is there a way I can sort? I'll just sell the really low ones. Like all the number ones, I don't need anymore. Probably none of the number 2s either. Okay. Okay. Gonna change my armor real quick to the newest one I've got. That one.
Commander, how are you?
Why did you want to be a C-Sec officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Such as...
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was C-Sec, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
That's tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a C-Sec man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
You can. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, C-Sec's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
You're a quick learner, Garrus. We'll beat him at his own game. It's the only way to stop someone like him.
I'm right behind you, Commander.
Yup. Then we're gonna go see Tali, and then I think we're good to go to the next whatever.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
You sound down.
Are you okay?
You okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth, it feels like we're not even moving. And the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
The silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have till it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them, but maybe they just wanted a different life.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually, but we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
I should go.
See you later.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye-bye. I think we had a codex entry for the...
Turians. While Turians are individuals with personal desires, their instinct is to equate the self with the group, and set aside personal desires for the good of all. Turians are taught to have a strong sense of personal accountability, the Turian honor that other races find so remarkable. Turians are taught to own every decision they make, good or ill. The worst sin they can make in the eyes of their people is to lie about their own actions. Turians who murder will try to get away with it, but if directly questioned, most will confess the crime. Turians have a strong inclination toward public service and self-sacrifice, so they tend to be poor and entrepreneurs. To compensate, they accepted the mercantile Volus as a client race, offering protection in exchange for their fiscal expertise. The Turian military is the center of their society. It is not just an armed force, it is an all-encompassing public works organization. The military police are also the civic police. The fire brigades serve the civilian population as well as military facilities. The Corps of Engineers builds and maintains spaceports, schools, water purification plants, and power stations. The Merchant Marine ensures that all worlds get needed resources. Wow!
Yeah.
Military doctrine. Although they lack the brutality of the Krogan, the skill of the Asari, and the virtuosity of the humans, the Turian military has formidable discipline. Officers and NCOs are lifers with years of field experience. Enlisted personnel are thoroughly trained and stay calm under fire. Turian units don't break. Even if their entire line collapses, they fall back in order, setting ambushes as they go. A popular saying holds, you will only see a Turian's back once he's dead. Boot camp begins on the 15th birthday. Soldiers receive a year of training before being assigned to a field unit. Officers train for even longer. Most serve until the age of 30, at which point they become part of the reserves. Even if they suffer injuries preventing frontline service, most do support work behind the lines. Biotics are uncommon. While admired for their exacting skills, Biotics' motives are not always fully trusted by the common soldier. The Turians prefer to assign their biotics to specialist teams called cabals. Command and control is decentralized and flexible. Individual squads can call for artillery and air support. They make extensive use of combat drones for light duties and practice combined arms. Infantry operates with armor supported by overhead gunships. Strategically, they are methodical and patient, and dislike risky operations. Tradition is important. Each legion has a full-time staff of historians who chronicle its battle honors in detail. The oldest have records dating back to the Turian Iron Age. If a legion is destroyed in battle, it is reconstituted rather than replaced. The Turians recruit auxiliary units from conquered or absorbed minor races. Auxiliaries are generally light infantry or armored cavalry units that screen and support the main Turian formations. At the conclusion of their service in the auxiliaries, recruits are granted Turian citizenship.
Okay.
Words!
Words!
Gotta love words. So many words. Yay, words.
Now time to go do some quests so you don't have to read as much. Unless I should talk to Joker. Heat load monitor. That's new. You know, I'm gonna check around this ship real quick. Unfortunately, I just realized I gave you more reading to do.
Great! Pull it up! Let's do this!
Hopefully it's a short one. Yeah, it's a short one.
Combat endurance. Heat limits the length and intensity of ship-to-ship combat. Starships generate enormous heat when they fire high-energy weapons, perform maneuvering burns, and run on-board combat electronics. In-combat warships produce heat more quickly than they can disperse it. As heat builds within a vessel, the crewed spaces become increasingly uncomfortable. Before the heat reaches lethal levels, a ship must win or retreat by entering FTL. After an FTL run, the ship halts, shuts down non-essential systems, and activates the heat radiation gear. I'm slowly turning into the soldier. Combat endurance varies by ship design and by the battle's location. Battles in the deep cold of interstellar space can go on for some time. Engagements close to a star are brief. Since the habitable worlds are usually close to a star, battles over them are frantic. Ah!
Another heat load monitor? What the fuck? We can read this later.
No.
I prefer gold to
Put
silver.
it on
You know,
now.
I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
Yes, Joker.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
I have to go.
Okay.
Alright, see ya.
Pull it up, Alasia. Pull it up. We're reading.
Fast ship mobility.
Space combat.
Oh, this
Ship
one's
mobility
talking.
The primary objective is to align the mass accelerator along the bow with the opposing vessel's broadside. Battles typically play out as artillery duels, fought at ranges measured in thousands of kilometers, though assaults through defended mass relays often occur at knife fight ranges, as close as a few dozen kilometers. Most ship-to-ship engagements are skirmishes between patrol vessels of cruiser weight and below, with dreadnoughts and carriers only deployed in full-scale fleet actions. Battles in open space are short and often inconclusive, as the weaker opponent typically disengages. Once a ship enters FTL flight, the combat is effectively over. There are no sensors capable of tracking them, or weapons capable of damaging them. The only way to guarantee an enemy will stand and fight is to attack a location they have a vested interest in, such as a settled world or a strategically important mass relay.
What was the, I don't know what the, thing we got in here was, so it's not telling me. No, can't tell which one it was.
Damn you.
Heat management, maybe?
Okay. Dispersal of heat generated by onboard systems is a critical issue for a ship. If it cannot deal with heat, the crew may be cooked within the hull. Radiation is the only way to shed heat in a vacuum. Civilian vessels utilize large, fragile radiators panels that are impossible to armor. Warships use diffuse radiator arrays, DRA, ceramic strips along the exterior of the armored hull. These make the ships appear striped to the thermographic sensors. Since the arrangement of the strips depends on the internal configuration of the ship, the patterns of each vessel are unique and striking. On older ships, the DRA strips could become red or white hot, dubbed tiger stripes or war paint by humans. The glowing DRA had a psychological impact on pirates and irregular forces. Strip radiators are not as efficient as panels, but if damaged by enemy fire, the ship only loses a small portion of its total radiation capacity. In most cases, a vessel's DRA alone allows it to cruise with no difficulties. Operations deep within a solar system can cause problems. A ship engaged in combat can produce titanic amounts of heat from maneuvering burns and weapon fire. When fighting in a high heat environment, warships employ high-efficiency droplet heat sinks. In a droplet system, tanks of liquid sodium or lithium absorb heat within the ship. The liquid is vented from spray nozzles near the bow as a thin sheet of millions of micrometer scale droplets. The droplets are caught at the stern and recycled into the system. A droplet system can sink 10 to 100 times as much heat as DRA strips. Droplet sheets resemble a surface ship's wake through the water. The wake peels out in sharp turns, spreading a fan of droplets as the ship changes vectors and leaves the coolant behind.
So the ship's pissing constantly. Ship piss.
Piss.
Okay, time to deploy again. Oh wait, fuck. Wrong button. I think we have enough time to... Oh no. Huh. Okay, so I need to start checking for asteroids, apparently. Heavy metal surveyed. Any more asteroids? Okay, so note to self to check for asteroids. We might have missed a few. God, I hope not. Let's see. Medallion found. Upon closer inspection, Navigator Presley finds the remains of a Solarian fighter. Yeah. Anything else? Nothing else. We're leaving the system then. Does this one have a asteroid ring?
Commander, urgent message from Alliance Command coming in. I'll patch it through.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett from Alliance Command. We've got a situation here, and you're the only one that can handle it.
What do you need, Admiral?
There's an Alliance training ground where we test weapons and technology in live fire simulations. One of the VIs we use to simulate enemy tactics in the drills is no longer responding to our override commands. It's gone rogue.
Are you telling me this computer is thinking on its own?
We're not stupid, Shepard. This is a virtual intelligence, not a true AI. It's not self-aware, and it can't access any external systems. We didn't do anything illegal here. Virtual intelligence support is critical to our military success. VIs process thousands of status reports and react in nanoseconds. No human can do that. We need you to fight your way through the training ground of the VI core and manually disable it.
Don't worry, Admiral. I'll take that thing out.
I know Spectres answer the Council, but you're still human. You're still part of the Alliance military, and right now we need you. The VI controls all the facility's weapons, drones, and automated defenses. You're the only one that can pull this off, Shepard. Good luck.
Well, before I go do that...
More reading?
No, I'm just looking for any possible asteroids. Just in case I missed them. I'm gonna have to start checking every system for asteroids that I can't see. Because if I don't, I'm never gonna find all these fucking minerals. Okay, so this means they want us to go to the local cluster. Okay, our system. So, away! We're going home. Well, not my home, but you know. I wasn't born on Earth. Okay, have a good night, Skymola Skillion. Hope you have a good night. Any asteroids? Any asteroids? Okay, so we got Mercury. Nothing on Mercury. Venus. The rogue AI is on the moon.
Ah.
Or
some weird planet called Earth.
Earth, yeah. Leave that Earth. Urath.
Urath? This isn't Urath. This is Earth.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Yes. Not Urath. Yes. Okay. Are you sure? No, the brain rot's getting to me. Mark, this is good news. We can finally be bees. This is good news.
Too bad we can't
be
play.
bees.
Too bad we can't probe Uranus.
Ah.
Okay.
Why not?
Don't worry, you can in the second game.
Yay.
Okay, so here we go to the moon. The moon.
The moon haunts you.
Okay, we're taking Liara.
Yeah.
And Tali. My gals.
Whammon gang. Whammon squad, assemble.
I'm debating whether or not I should romance Liara for the first game.
The home world and capital of humanity is
because
entering a new
if you
golden
do
age.
and you romance a different
The
person
resource wealth of a
in the
dozen
second
settled
game,
colonies and
each
100
of the
industrial
romances from the first
outposts
game have a thing
flows
to
back
say about it.
Earth, fueling great works of industry, commerce, and art. The great cities are greening as arcology skyscrapers and telecommuting allow more efficient use of land. Earth is still divided among nation-states, though all are affiliated beneath the overarching banner of the Systems Alliance. While every human enjoys a longer and better life than ever, the gap between rich and poor widens daily. Advanced nations have eliminated most genetic disease and pollution. Less fortunate regions have not progressed beyond 20th century technology and are often smog-choked, overpopulated slums. Sea levels have risen 2 meters in the last 200 years, and violent weather is common due to environmental damage inflicted during the late 21st century. The past few decades, however, have seen significant improvement due to recent technological advances.
Well, good for them, I guess. Or bad for them, I don't know which. Okay, so... what do we got here? She's basically got like all the abilities I do. Throw. Lift. Get all her abilities up. So she can do all the cool things I can and a little bit more, because she can also do tech. Tali gets 3 points. In her shield capacity. Yeah.
Oh boy, more reading!
Yep.
After 20 years of manned research outposts and nearly a century of robotic exploration, the European Space Agency's Lowell City became the first permanent settlement on Mars in 2103. Within a decade, the United States and China had founded permanent settlements as well. The South Polar region of Promethei Planum developed a Bermuda Triangle reputation. Satellites detected intermittent mass concentrations and magnetic field shifts. In 2148, prospectors working near Deseado crater discovered an underground complex, a Prothean observation post. The odd phenomena were generated by the operation and discharge of a mass effect core, struggling to function despite 50 millennia of neglect. Earth was electrified by the news. Humanity was unequivocally not alone. While courts battled over who owned the ruins, the international scientific community coordinated a massive effort to access, translate, and interpret the databanks recovered from the facility. The facility proved to be a biosciences observation post built when Homo sapiens were first evolving on Earth. While the motives of the Protheans were not certain, translated records indicate that the facility was in regular communication with automated observation platforms in Earth orbit and on the lunar near side. The half-dozen Mass Effect spaceships found in the facility were presumably used for first-hand observation. Wow.
And that's what propelled us into the Mass Effect age. Map. Debris. I wonder what that could be. What reference will they make for what's on the moon?
Cheese. Taking the silence as it's not cheese.
Maybe, I don't know.
You're probably referring to like the moon landing with like the flag and everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess there's gotta be a Moonlander reference somewhere. This is just a satellite.
A little hologram can dream.
Oh, this is the CCP. Yeah, it's the Luna 23. Okay.
There it is.
I don't know if it's an actual satellite, but you know.
Probably.
From our age.
What was it called again?
The CCP Luna 23. CCCP.
Yeah, CCCP Luna 23. Yeah, the Luna 23 was an unscrewed space mission of the Luna program developed by the Soviet Union. So yeah, it was an actual satellite.
Yep. Alliance Heavy Turret. Alliance Heavy Turret.
Which makes sense. If you know, actual Earth.
Yeah. There it is!
It's a lot closer than it should be. That's concerning.
Yeah, I guess.
That's the one thing that always like is a little eerie about movies and video games. When the Earth or the moon is just a lot larger than they should be.
Yeah.
Meaning they're a lot closer than they should be. Meaning that could lead to potential disasters, but no one considers that because no one cares.
Yeah, like in the Death Stranding 2 trailer, they show the moon once, and like it looks like you're on this craggy surface and stuff like that, and then you're like looking up at the moon, and the moon's so fucking huge in the sky, and I think it's meant to be that way.
Sounds about right.
But that's just Stranding, so. You know, next time I do Death Stranding, like when I do the second game, I'm gonna have people on to actually talk to while I do that, so like it goes a lot smoother. Because I feel like if I had someone to talk to for that, it would have been a lot better experience than me just like being a bit out of it. I don't know.
Running around, pissing on things.
Yeah, I mean, I'll still do that, but like, just having someone to talk to and like react to stuff with is a lot better for that series because it is so long. Like the Death Stranding games, like the reason why I stopped doing those on stream is because before I had done it on stream, I was months ahead of where I was at. Or like I was like at least a month or two ahead of like if I was playing straight through it in the other game, and I wanted to go back and just finish the game finally instead of doing it on stream, which I did. It was a pretty good game. Maybe I should do it again sometime. I don't know, and actually have someone on to talk to while I do it. Because if I did that, I think it would be like I think it would be a little bit easier to bear, you know. Maybe I should do that. Maybe we can do that for a long play at some point.
Is there any reading?
In Death Stranding, they have some like messages people send you every now and then, but I don't think it's as much as like Death Stranding per se. But it's similar. Not I mean to Mass Effect at least. I don't think it's as much like Mass Effect. Only a little bit like Mass Effect because there's like history and stuff like that. But they're not usually as long. I don't think. But we shall see. I don't like the music here. The music's spooky. Power junctions. What if I kill the power junction?
I'll also let you know you are now 3.5 hours in.
Yeah? Do you want to end for the night, or should we keep going?
I'm pointing that out. I'm pointing that out now, so like you can still do this, but
Yeah.
I would like to go to bed soon.
Okay, yeah.
But let's not abruptly just cut it off right here. Like you're in the middle of something.
That's fair. You know what? I need a barrier because they are killing my head. Oh! Charlie, get him! With your blast! I need a machine pistol, that's what I need. Okay, so we gotta get into the next room. Oh, there's a dead guy. What's in this room? Okay.
Turbines.
Toxic gas.
Oh.
Okay. Let's hope this doesn't give us reading to do. Oh.
To Lieutenant Donald Singh. I got nerves in my mouth. From Lieutenant Mark Gillum.
I can
I've secured the package. No!
Okay.
Don. I've secured the package. How the Elcor could let one of these babies slip through their fingers is beyond me. But their targeting VI is a beaut. I can only imagine the wealth of data that's inside, but I swear I won't touch it. Honest. I'll keep my head down until this NOSAS report authority gives us clearance to disembark. You know? This place is stunning, but do you remember that time those Cuttlebones ambushed us at Jogan Spaceport on Banging? The whole time I've been here, I've felt the same way I did just before that happened. Mark.
Mark? Oh.
Dan. Dear Eliza. Jump. James.
Wonder if I could just do explode. Or not. Explode, damn it!
No! I don't wanna! Okay, fine.
Maybe I should have just thrown a grenade in there. Nope. The lights in the optical mole mainframes flicker and die. First of the three, done. Codex.
Hold it up, Alasia.
Okay.
The sooner we get through them, the sooner we don't have to worry about them later.
Now, which one was it, though?
Crew considerations? Was
No,
it?
we've already had crew considerations. Combat drones.
Drones are small robots used to support and supplement organic soldiers on the battlefield. They have no artificial intelligence of any kind, but follow mixed, minimally adaptive programs. Most varieties employ mass effect levitation to improve mobility. All modern armies rely on veritable fleets and drones for routine soldering. Allostatic garrisons, patrols, etc. The use of drones in non-critical duties keep manpower needs down and reduces casualties in low-intensity conflicts. Less advanced races and cultures with less sensitivity to casualties have correspondingly few drones in their inventory. Drones are of little use in conventional open field battles as they are poorly armed and armored.
In addition to combat drones, support drones are used to assist organic units in the field. Reconnaissance drones are small, stealthy crafts that screen combat units in the field and warn commanders when enemies are spotted. Electronic warfare drones supplement battlefield technicians, serving as jammers and ELINT, electronic intelligence gathering platforms. Military and civilian police utilize Dazzler drones equipped with powerful strobe lights to disorient and subdue intruders using non-lethal force. Drone formations are officially referred to as wings, i.e. deploy the 4th assault drone wing on the left flank. Exclamation point. Bitch. Common soldiers often refer to friendly formations as flocks and enemy formations as swarms.
Do we level up again?
I don't know.
Huh. Advanced throw. Okay, time to get out of this one and go to the other one. Oh. Storage container.
Hooray! What are you gonna get today?
Oh. What does that do? Okay, it's not as good as my current thing, but it does have pretty good accuracy. You know what? What is Liara good at? I'm just gonna give her a pistol, and then you can have the Reiko. Or Reiku, or whatever. Rail extension, combat sensor 4. And Liara can have... Oh, these are new rounds. They just keep giving me new rounds. Yeah, I'll keep that. I don't think they do upgrades the same way in the second game as they do in this one, because it's not like stuff you slot in anymore, it's stuff you unlock and then it just applies it to all your stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see, what happens if I go into this one? Or do I need to go to those other... I probably have to go to those other locations. Since there's like 3 of them and there's like... There's like 3 different targets. I think, maybe? Those don't look like those don't look like a base. They just look like turrets.
Are you sure?
At least from a distance they don't.
Are you sure?
Okay, so there's nothing here. So those are marked as heavy turrets. That okay, yeah. So it's Yeah, I just gotta go back up there and go through each room. That was at least some XP though. I've already done that one, I think. Let's try this one. Thunder. Here we go again with the assault drones. Shit, they are ripping us to shreds. Barrier, please! Shit! The assault of, just drones with assault rifles is not good.
Yeah.
Barely survived that one. Kinetic barriers powered through the facility.
Oh god. Oh god. It's a fucking. Oh, thank god you killed it. Yeah! Thank god.
The hexagons, yeah.
The hex. There you go. Oh my god!
They're everywhere!
They're coming for me.
Activate your PTSD.
Personal log, admin, Inez Lindholm. The other day, an officer asked me a simple question. Why Hannibal? History is full of nations that compare themselves to ancient Rome, but in truth, the system's alliance is Carthage. We're no longer masters of our domain, but scrappy, belittled underdogs in a dangerous galaxy. Here and now, Rome is the citadel. It's led by ruthless and technologically superior aliens that could and would crush us if we step out of line. Hannibal Barca was a transcendent military genius from ancient Carthage. He was a tactician of supreme quality, whose men never mutinied and that threatened Rome like never before. There is no better name for a VI that will help us level the playing field.
They went crazy.
Yep. Like Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah. Totally,
Hi.
it watched like the Silence of the Lamb.
Was that another fucking carrot hexagon? The hexagons. Why? Why did it have to be hexagons?
You know, I wonder what happens if I get Tali to carnage this
Tali!
thing.
Shoot it!
Not much, actually.
Oh.
Second is offline.
The second of how many?
3.
Oh, thank God. Because, yeah, we're at 3:45 right now.
Yeah, I'll be able to finish it by 4 hours, I think.
But I want to go to bed.
I mean, like, within, like, the next, 14 minutes. Shouldn't take that long.
Oh, I hope so, because I need to go to bed. I have work in the morning.
The hexagons are not helping.
Yeah, I know. They're here to taunt me. What? Huh?
Huh?
Oh. Oh, you left?
Yeah, I gotta go to the third one.
Oh.
And then it ends, I think, after that.
Okay. Oh, look, hexagons.
In every doorway.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been in this one already.
God.
I think.
Damn it.
I think.
Well, if you were already in this one, then why are there hexagons?
Because it adds, so the first one, started, poisoning me in every room. So yeah, there's no enemies in this room, so, yeah, I've been in this one. And then the second room, kinetic barriers popped up. So, each time, like, a countermeasure is popping up. And adding them to each one. So it's kind of like, whichever one you go into, different things gonna happen, I guess. This should be it.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I don't remember that body, so.
Hello? It's the Space Police! Where are you hiding your drugs?
Yeah, it's the Space Police, alright. I've come for your drugs.
Where are they? I promise I will not snort your drugs. You're Space Police. We do not do that. I promise.
Alicia, where's the space cocaine when you need it?
In the other room.
Well, then go to the other room. What are you doing?
Getting loot.
Damn it, Alicia. Damn it.
But I like loot.
Okay, you did it this time. Good.
Yeah.
Good. The sooner you...
Yeah. Okay, got me, guys. It's not letting me save.
Go.
Oh.
Jay, thing. Kill. Oh.
My powers are useless. Quick, overload. Overload. Shield boost. Shit. I'm about to die.
Kill. Good. Wait, was that a fucking hexagon I saw? It was.
Unfortunately. They are still
I need
over
you to-
every single fucking door.
I need you to assassinate every single hexagon.
Additional security drones that popped up, huh? Taking forever to kill this thing.
Uh-huh. Do you know anything about all these glitches? I've had an earful from department heads about Hannibal ignoring commands during exercises and undertaking unorthodox tactics to achieve a victory even in no-win simulations. You know the VI better than any of us, so do you think this is intended behavior, or is there some kind of code corruption? Orders from Lindholm are to press ahead and with some live fire exercises, so the sooner you can let us know, the better.
They didn't let him know. Okay, other room. There's gotta be some guys in there too.
Here we go. It's gone.
Fire in the hole!
Go.
And they're doing fucking rockets.
Yay!
Oh, Liara's down.
No!
Liara, get up.
Good.
Okay, barrier as soon as this door opens. And,
Body. A burst of white noise over all frequencies nearly deafens you. Your hard suit's heads-up display interprets it into a series of zeros and ones.
that's just
0, 1,
something.
0,
I don't know
0,
what
1,
it
0,
was.
0. Well, then let's fucking find out. Together.
Yeah.
The binary transistor. 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0. 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0. 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. Help. They repeat again and again, blanketing all frequencies until the lights on the final VI cluster flickers and die. Specialization classic. Your specialization class will replace your base class in the talents of the squad screen. Talent ranks in the screen in the squad screen.
Do I want to be a nemesis? Nemesis!
It is I, Lord Deathman, and I am here to become your new nemesis.
Since I like using like my biotic abilities, nemesis.
Nemesis. So you did it? You did the thing?
Yeah, I'm going back to the ship.
Great. In that case, I'm gonna say goodnight now so I can go to bed sooner. And you can go ahead and you wrap up your stream however you'd like.
Yeah,
whatever you
right.
need to do, whenever you need to finish up whatever it is.
Yeah.
All y'all, the few people watching left, good night. Beware of the hexagons. They're coming for your toes.
Yeah. Okay. So that will be the end of the stream for the night. Just gotta go back to the Normandy and save. As for everybody out there, have a good night. I'll be back on Friday with something, I don't know what yet. Anyway, see ya.